Today I'm going to be making Okonomiyaki, Hiroshima style. It's a Japanese pancake that's layered with cabbage, bacon, some batter, and Hiroshima style, they put Yakisoba noodles on it too. Traditionally it's layered. Every layer has a different vegetable or substance, but I'm going to make it my way, which I mix almost everything together except for a few ingredients and layer those later on. It's savory and quite filling. Let's get to cooking. Yeah. Flour in Japanese is kumugiko. Place 1 cup in a mixing bowl. Baking powder is baking powder. Put a 1/4 teaspoon in the bowl. Water in Japanese is mizu. Dashi is the powdered unami flavored soup stock base. Mix 1 packet with 1 cup of water and only pour 1/2 cup into the mixing bowl. Egg in Japanese is tamago. Let's get 4 eggs, crack them in a separate bowl, scramble them, and pour it into the big mixing bowl. Salt is shio. Put 1/2 teaspoon into the bowl and let's mix it all up. And whisk it just so all the dry powders are absorbed and there are no lumps. Kyabbetsu is cabbage in Japanese. Let's use 1/2 head. Cut out the root and dice it up into small pieces. Put it in the bowl. Onion is negi. Use a whole bundle of green onions, but save a few for garnish. Cut the roots off and dice it up and put it in the bowl. Use a 1/2 cup of Panko breadcrumbs. If you could find Agedama tempura scraps, that is traditional, but Panko works too. Mix everything up. Bean sprouts are optional here. If you add these, dice them into halves or thirds. Make sure everything is mixed nicely and coated. It should have a decent amount of batter in it. If your mixture is too dry, use a remaining dashi water mix and 1/2 cup of flour like I did. Bacon is bacon. Use about 1/2 package and cut them in half for later. Now with a hot oiled pan on medium-high heat, put 1/2 cup of the vegetable batter on the pan, but do not push down on top to flatten it. Grab your package of yakisoba noodles or even ramen noodles. I use pre-cooked packaged noodles from the Asian market, but if you use dehydrated noodles, make sure you cook them and drain all the water. Place a small handful in the pan and put some Katsu or okonomi sauce on it. Push the pancake to the side. Now cover the raw side of the pancake with strips of bacon. Use 2 spatulas to flip the pancake on the bacon side. Put a thin coat of the sauce on the cooked side. You could use a brush to fully coat it if you want. Now layer the noodles onto the pancake. Throw a lid on to steam it for a minute or 2. Scramble 1 egg and pour 1/2 of it on top of the noodles and then 1/2 onto the pan, the same size as the pancake. Let's flip the noodle side of the pancake onto the egg. Baste the bacon side with some of the sauce. Japanese bulldog katsu sauce works great here. When serving, baste it 1 more time with the katsu sauce, then put a decorative zigzag layer of the katsu sauce on top. Now with Japanese kewpie mayonnaise, do an opposite zigzag layer. Top it off with some dried seaweed flakes and some raw green onions for garnish. This is a great savory pancake. Give it a try, you'll love it.